Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, episode 169, where we dive into the eerie corners of the unknown. I am Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're stalking the Missouri monster Momo, a towering, foul-smelling cryptid with a pumpkin-shaped head and glowing eyes that's been haunting the backwoods since 1971. This beast has left a trail of terror and mystery in Louisiana, Missouri, and we're here to unravel its shadowy secrets. Matt, you ready to hunt this thing?
Oh, Juniper, I'm already feeling that creepy vibe just thinking about Momo's orange eyes glowing in the dark. Got my flashlight ready. Let's see if we can track this monster down without it stealing our lunch.
Ha! Better keep your snacks close, Matt. All right, listeners, buckle up for a chilling ride into the unknown. Take it away, Matt.
Welcome back, Shadow Seekers, to the Shadow Frequency. Tonight, we're deep in the humid, wooded hills of Louisiana, Missouri, where a creature known as Momo, the Missouri monster, has been terrifying locals since the summer of 1971. Picture this, a hulking 7 to 8 foot tall figure, covered in matted black fur, with a pumpkin-shaped head and glowing orange eyes that pierce the twilight. Its stench is said to be unbearable, like a mix of mold, decay, and something unearthly. This isn't just a Bigfoot knockoff. Momo's got its own sinister aura, and its story is woven into the fabric of this small riverfront town. Let's start with the first recorded sighting in July of 1971. Joan Mills and Mary Ryan were driving along Highway 79 just north of Louisiana, Missouri, when they stopped for a picnic. As they sat, a creature emerged from the thick woods, half ape, half man, reeking of something foul. It approached, gurgling disturbingly, and when the woman fled to their car, it snatched their peanut butter sandwich before vanishing back into the trees. That moment lit the fuse for what would become a paranormal phenomenon. Fast forward to July 11, 1972, when the Harrison siblings, Terry, Wally, and Doris, had an encounter that would sear Momo into local legend. The kids were playing in their backyard near Malzoff Hill when Terry and Wally started screaming. Doris, peering out the kitchen window, saw it, a massive hairy beast clutching a dead dog, its blood-soaked fur glinting in the afternoon light. The creature's head was huge, pumpkin-like, with no visible face. Just a mass of fur and those glowing eyes. The Harrison story spread like wildfire, and soon reports of Momo were pouring in from all over Pike County. What makes Momo so unsettling is the consistency of these accounts. Witnesses didn't just see a shadow or hear a rustle, they described a creature that moved upright, deliberate, almost intelligent. Some reported hearing guttural growls or inhuman screams echoing through the woods. Others swore they saw strange orbs of light in the sky above Malzoff Hill, sparking whispers of extraterrestrial connections. Cryptozoologist Loren Coleman, in his book Bigfoot, The True Story of Apes in America, notes that these lights coincided with a wave of UFO sightings in 1972, suggesting Momo might not be of this world. Could it be an alien visitor, dropped by a craft to roam the Mississippi River Valley? Or perhaps something even stranger, a being slipping through the dimensional cracks, tied to ancient Native American tales of hairy humanoids descending from the sky? The terror peaked when Richard Allen Murray, a local fire chief and city council member, reported seeing Momo in his headlights while driving near Town Branch Creek. He described a towering, upright figure covered in dark hair, moving with purpose. That sighting triggered a 20-person posse, armed and ready to hunt the beast. But Momo eluded them, leaving only fear and questions in its wake. The paranormal pulse of this story beats strong. The glowing eyes, the unearthly order, the orbs in the sky, these aren't just campfire tales. They feel like glimpses into something beyond our understanding. something that lingers in the shadows of Missouri's forests, watching, waiting. Juniper, I gotta say, Momo's giving me chills. Those glowing eyes and that dead dog detail. Are you buying into this creature's otherworldly vibe?
Oh, Matt, I'm halfway to locking my doors already.
Yeah.
The idea of Momo just standing there, staring with those orange eyes? Nope, I'm hooked. What's next?
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll dig deeper into Momo's mystery. Over to you, Juniper.
All right, listeners, how creepy is Momo so far? That foul stench and those glowing eyes are enough to make anyone double-check their backyard at night. I'll bet some of you are wondering if this thing's still out there, lurking in Missouri shadows. Stick with us because Matt's got more to unravel in the second half, including a twist that might make you question what Momo really is. Now, let's hear from Chris Beach about where you can find the shadow frequency. Chris?
Cheers, Juniper! If you're loving the Shadow Frequency, please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all major podcast directories. Visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com to catch all our episodes. Leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from. We might feature it in our next episode. Check out our Shadow blog for companion articles to our episodes, grab some cool swag from our store, or support us by buying us a coffee. Now let's get back over to Juniper for a dive into the mailbag, where we share your thoughts and stories. Back to you, Juniper.
Thank you, Chris. Now it's time for the mailbag segment, and we have to fire up the message materializer that spits out today's listener message. Let me just flip the switches here. Okay. Doobie doo 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 doody doody doo. All right, here we go. Let's get this open here. Okay. Here's a great one from Donald in Greenville, South Carolina. It says, hey, Matt and Juniper, just wanted to drop a quick note and say how much I love the podcast. I found the shadow frequency a couple months ago, and it's become part of my nightly ritual. Lights off, headphones in, and your voice is guiding me through the weird and wonderful. It's the perfect way to wind down after everyone else is in the house has gone to bed. Also, I just got my shadow frequency t-shirt in the mail, and it's awesome, super comfortable, and even spookier in person. So as I wore it out to the gas station late last night and got a knowing nod from the guy behind the counter. Felt like I was part of a secret club. That's strange. Keep doing what you're doing. You've got a loyal listener here in South Carolina tuning in from the shadows. Take care, Donald in Greenville, South Carolina. Donald, that's awesome. Love hearing you're rocking the merchandise and getting those secret nods. Keep tuning in and maybe don't wear that shirt near any Missouri woods, just in case Momo's watching. Want to share your thoughts? Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, Matt, back to you for the second half.
Welcome back, Shadow Seekers, to the Shadow Frequency. We're still tracking Momo, the Missouri monster, and its eerie grip on Louisiana, Missouri. In 1972, this creature didn't just spark fear, it turned the town into a paranormal circus. The Harrison sighting on July 11, 1972, unleashed a media frenzy, with reporters from across the country descending on this small riverfront town. Locals started seeing Momo everywhere, along the Mississippi, in the woods, even on the Great River Road. One witness, Ellis Minor, spotted it late at night, standing in the middle of the road, its coal black hair hiding its face. When he hit it with his flashlight, it bolted into the darkness. The paranormal angle gets weirder with those strange orbs in the sky. UFO investigator Hayden Hughes camped in the Harrisons' backyard, chasing a theory that Momo might be an extraterrestrial castaway. Native American folklore adds fuel to this fire, with stories of hairy giants descending from the stars, possibly interdimensional beings slipping into our world. Lyle Blackburn, in his book Momo, The Strange Case of the Missouri Monster, points to these parallels, noting that the creature's behavior, its sudden appearances and vanishings, feels almost supernatural. But not every lead panned out. A set of three-toed tracks found near the Harrison home was sent to Lawrence Curtis at the Oklahoma City Zoo, who declared them a hoax. This brings us to a skeptical perspective. Could Momo just be a case of mistaken identity? Missouri does have a black bear population, and a large bear on its hind legs could look humanoid in the dark. Add in the Bigfoot craze of the 1970s and its possible fear and imagination turned a bear into a monster. Some locals, like retired teacher Priscilla Giltner, even suggested it was a prank that spiraled out of control, with kids in costumes sparking the panic. Still, the sheer number of witnesses and the consistency of their stories, glowing eyes, that rancid smell, the dead dog, make it hard to dismiss entirely. Momo's legend endures, inspiring a 2019 docudrama by Seth Breedlove and even a catchy regional hit by Bill White called Momo the Missouri Monster. Whether it's a cryptid, an alien, or just a tall tale, Momo's shadow still looms over Missouri's back roads. Juniper, I'm torn. Part of me wants to believe Momo's out there, but that hoax angle's got me second-guessing. What do you think?
Matt, those glowing eyes are hard to shake. But a bear in a bad mood could stink pretty bad, too.
Right.
I'm leaning toward that creepy side, though. Shall I wrap it up?
All right, let's close out this monster hunt. Over to you, Juniper, for the sign-off.
And that's a wrap on episode 169 of The Shadow Frequency. We dove into the chilling tale of Momo, the Missouri Monster, a cryptid that turned Louisiana, Missouri into a hotbed of paranormal panic back in 1971 and 72. From glowing eyes and unearthly stenches to UFOs and hoax theories, Momo's mystery keeps us guessing. Is it a creature from another world or just a bear with a bad rep? Thanks for joining us in the shadows, listeners. Keep sending your spooky stories to shadowpodcast@protodmail.com, and you can visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com. Matt, say goodbye.
Catch you in the shadows, folks.
Stay curious, stay creepy, and we'll see you next time on The Shadow Frequency. Good night.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.